Franklin Field in Philadelphia, one of the finest football stadiums in the country, is the arena for this World Championship struggle between the kingpins of the National Football League's Eastern Conference, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Green Bay Packers, rulers of the Western Conference. The fans, clutching their precious tickets, arrive early for this one, the most anxiously awaited game in professional football. As game time draws near, more than 70,000 onlookers provide a colorful background for the battle that only the National Football League could provide. Just 2 years ago, both the Eagles and the Packers were floundering in the cellars of their respective conferences. Today, the high-flying Eagles have a 10-2 record to show for the 1960 season. The Packers, after a blazing start, slumped badly at mid-season, but Coach Vince Lombardi lifted his charges in the final weeks. Bart Starr, who sparked the Packers in their late surge, will be at quarterback for the Western champions. Jim Taylor, one of the league's hardest runners, spearheads Green Bay's vaunted overland attack. The fabulous Dutchman Norm Van Brocklin earned the league's most valuable player award for his role in the Eagles' flight to victory. Little Tommy McDonald is Van Brocklin's most explosive receiver. Tommy's brilliant speed and sure hands will pose a constant threat. Two of the league's best linemen, Jim Ringo, captain and center of the Packers, and Chuck Bednarik, Eagles captain, get together before the kickoff. Bednarik will play both ways. Having completed their pregame warm-up, the Green Bay Packers take the field for the 1960 Football Championship of the World. After receiving earth-shaking ovations from their loyal rooters, the Eagles are ready for a crack at the title. Bill Forrester, number 71, and Jim Ringo, number 51, represent the white-shirted Packers, while Chuck Bednarik, number 60, and Norm Van Brocklin speak for the Eagles. Philadelphia wins the toss and elects to receive. The Packers will defend the west goal to your left. "70,000 people rise to their feet as the Packers get set to kick off. Paul Hornung sends a low-line drive to Tim Brown on the 2. Brown heads up the right side. Norm Masters drives Brown out of bounds on the Eagle 22. On first down, Van Brocklin throws a swing pass to Billy Barnes. Bill Quinlan intercepts, and it's first down Green Bay at the Eagle 14. Jim Taylor finds daylight and romps through for 5 yards to the 9-yard line. 2 plays, net 3 yards, and on a 4th down and 2 situation, Taylor can't get started on the frozen turf, and the Eagles take over on their own 5-yard line. The Eagles try to ignite a drive on 3rd down. Van Brocklin gives to Dean on the draw play. Our slow-motion camera watches the Eagle rookie as he powers up the middle. A diving tackle by Ray Nitschke forces Dean to fumble. The ball bounces free for an instant. Bill Forrester dives, and the Packers recover the ball on the Eagle 22. Eager to make this second break pay off, Paul Hornung knifes over the left side for 5 yards. Our ground camera watches Taylor take a handoff from Bart Starr. Jim bangs for a first down at the Eagle 11. Paul Hornung follows running guard Fred Thurston, number 63, around right end. But Chuck Bednarik crashes through to hold Hornung to a 3-yard gain. A penalty sets the Packers back, and Paul Hornung attempts a field goal. Paul's boot soars through the blue. Referee Ron Gibbs signals that the placement is perfect, and the Packers from Green Bay have drawn first blood as they take an early 3-0 lead. Trying desperately to get his club started, Van Brocklin fires a bullet over the middle to Bobby Walston. The pass is incomplete, but interference is called against Green Bay, and the Eagles are awarded a first down at their own 34. On a 3rd and 8 situation, Van Brocklin shoots a quick look-in pass to Walston. Bobby is hit immediately and gets only 7 yards. With 1 yard to go in his own territory, Van Brocklin punts. Norm gets off a short kick taken by Lou Carpenter on the Packers 16. Lou gets only 1 yard before he's snowed under by a host of Eagles. Bart Starr takes to the air as he backtracks and hits Gary Knoffel on a deep button hook pattern at the Packer 37. Jim Taylor takes a pitchback and tries to go outside. A beautiful play by Maxie Bond. holds Taylor for no gain. A third down pass goes incomplete, and Max McGee punts on fourth down. Max gets a high one off his instep. The ball takes a Green Bay bounce and goes out of bounds on the Eagles' 17. Eagle halfback Billy Barnes starts to his left, but then cuts back over the middle. Barnes is stopped by the Packer line after 3 yards. Van Brocklin drops back in his pocket, but Dave Hanner forces him out. The Dutchman is racked hard by Henry Jordan. Pass to Walston proves futile, and the Eagles are forced to punt. It's a good one. Let's watch Willie Wood as he waits for it. A buzzsaw tackle by John Wilcox cuts down Willie in his tracks. It's 1st and 10, Packers on their own 38. Taylor finds a hole at left tackle and hits for 8 yards. Paul Hornung gets the call in the draw play. Hornung hammers out 5 yards to the Packer 46. 1st and 10, Packers. The first quarter is coming to an end with the Western champions on the go. Starr again teams with Knoppel on the button hook for a first down in Eagle territory. The Packers work the trap play to perfection. Taylor finds the hole and runs roughshod for a 13-yard pickup. The first quarter ends with Green Bay leading 3-0 and closing in on another score. Bart Starr opens the second period by pitching a perfect strike to Boyd Dowler. It's another first down on the Eagle 15. The Eagles tighten their line when the Packers get close. Taylor hits hard, but he can only get a couple of yards this time. 3 straight incomplete passes give Paul Hornung another chance to swing his golden toe. Paul will kick from the 23-yard line. Paul's kick is high and true, and referee Ron Gibbs raises his arms. The Packers post a 6-0 lead with 13 minutes remaining in the second period. The Eagles try to get moving. Billy Barnes slants over the middle for 5 yards. Bill Forrester and Dan Curry are in on the tackle. We go to our slow motion camera for the weirdest play of the day. Van Brocklin's swing pass hits Packer end Willie Davis in the head. The ball bounces back to Van Brocklin. The Dutchman aims for Ted Dean, but his second try is too low for the Eagle rookie. On second down, Van Brocklin gives to Dean on a draw play. Ted slips through the Packers for 7 to the Eagle 44. It's 3rd and 3 as Billy Barnes tries to turn the quarter at left end. Wingback Jesse Whittington nearly cuts Barnes in half to drop Billy for a 2-yard loss. Again, the Eagles must kick. Van Brocklin takes his time as he aims his boot for the slippery right corner of the field. The ball hits on the 25 and is downed on the 20 by Big John Wilcox. The Packer defense is doing a great job on the Eagle offensive unit. Bart Starr drops back and fires in the flat to Taylor. Maxie Bond and Tom Brookshire make a high and low tackle, and Don Burrows slips in to make sure. The Packers fall short, and Max McGee is back to kick. Max gets off a low boot that Ron Kramer downs on the Eagle 43. Eagle fans begin to get restless as Van Brocklin hits McDonald slanting across the middle. The Eagle speed merchant races to the Packer 39 before he's stopped by Hank Grimminger. Again, Van Brocklin goes back and looks for McDonald. Tommy's open on the 7 to take Van Brocklin's pass into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Bobby Walston adds the point, and the Eagles go ahead 7-6. Let's take a look at the pattern run by McDonald. Tommy almost loses his footing, but he regains his balance in time to take the pass. Hank Grimminger falls off, and McDonald goes across with the touchdown. The quick striking power of the Eagles changes the complexion of the game. The Packers fail to move after the kickoff, and the Eagles take over on their own 26. Van Brocklin continues his long-range bombing. Pete Retzlaff is behind John Simank to make a beautiful catch of a perfect pass. The play nets 41 yards to the Packer 33. The Packers wary of the long pass. Van Brocklin flips a swing pass to Ted Dean. Ted makes a perfect cutback that helps him get to the Packer 8-yard line before he stopped. After 2 passes fail, Van flips to Billy Barnes. Big Bill Quinlan makes a jarring tackle on Barnes to break up the play. On 4th down, the Birds go to the field goal. Bobby Walston has the honors from 15 yards out. The kick is perfect, and the Eagles hold a 4-point lead. Eagles 10, Packers 6. Watch as beautiful blocking by the Packer lineman springs Hornung loose up the middle. Hall gets 16 yards before Bond applies the stopper. We move in to get a close look at the power of Jim Taylor. Jim gets 4 yards before Bednarik applies a vice-like tackle to his head. Here's how the action looks to Philadelphia defensive safety Tommy Brookshire. Bart Starr's swing pass goes to Taylor. Brookshire bumps Taylor out on the Eagle 20. As the Packers race to beat the clock, our slow-motion camera watches Starr hit Hornung over the middle. Ball tries to get away, but Bobby Freeman makes the tackle on the Eagle 13. There's only time for one play as Hornung attempts a field goal. Paul's boot is wide by a 1-foot margin, and referee Ron Gibbs signals that the kick is not good. The first half ends with the Eagles ahead 10-6. The low-scoring game has been earmarked by brutal defensive play on the part of both teams. Packer workhorse Jim Taylor lugged the leather 15 times in the first half for a net of 60 yards. The Packers lead in statistics, but the Eagles are ahead on the scoreboard. Vince Lombardi's Packers return to the field of battle with blood in their eyes, while the game and hungry Eagles get together and vow to hold their lead. It's 1st and 10 for Green Bay on their own 32 as we pick up the second half action. Paul Hornung finds plenty of room at left tackle, and he drives through for 14 yards. The trap play works for Green Bay as Taylor thunders through. Jim almost gets loose, but a shoestring tackle by Bobby Freeman halts the rugged fullback after 16 yards. He's on the Eagle 34. Green Bay continues to roll as Hornung slashes off left tackle for 5 more yards. Bart Starr pitches back to Taylor. Taylor tries left end, but a tremendous effort by Tom Brookshire, number 40, holds Jim to 3 yards. On 3rd down and 2 to go from the Eagle 26, Hornung follows Fred Thurston wide right. Chuck Bednarik forces Hornung inside and wraps Hornung in his clutch for a slim 1-yard gain. The Packers are on edge as Hornung grimaces with pain. A pinched nerve in his shoulder removes the dangerous Hornung from the game. With a yard to go on 4th down, Taylor blasts into the line. Bednarik is there again for the Eagles. Chuck holds on for dear life, as do the other Eagle defenders. The crowd is hushed with tension as the chain is brought in. The players crowd around to see the measurement. Eagle halfback Bobby Freeman jumps with joy as referee Ron Gibbs signals 1st down for Philadelphia. Van Brocklin wastes little time in dropping back and looking for McDonald. Van finds Tommy, slanting through the Packer secondary. Jesse Whittington saves a touchdown, but the Eagles have a 1st down on the Packer 40. Hard-working Billy Barnes carves out 7 yards to the Packer 33. Ted Dean cracks off right tackle and gets more than enough for a 1st down at the Packer 27. Van Brocklin utilizes his perfect protection to pinpoint a pass to Bobby Walston. Our ground camera picks up Bobby as he picks up 25 yards to the 5-yard line. Van Brocklin sends Dean around left end, but Henry Jordan, number 74, slows Ted down so that John Simank can make the tackle on the 4. As the Eagle bench watches tensely, our slow-motion camera sees Van Brocklin fake to Dean and then roll out, looking for McDonald. The Dutchman aims for his favorite receiver, but John Symank goes high to pull down the pass. The outstanding play by Symank brings the ball out to the 20, where it's first down, Green Bay. Two plays, gain nothing, and on third down, Starr flips out to Taylor. Don Burrows is right there as Taylor slips, and the Packers face long yardage on fourth down. Max McGee is back to punt for the Packers. At least the Eagles think he is. Max fakes and then takes off on a dangerous mission through the Eagles. McGee gets 35 yards before he's nailed by Ted Dean on the Eagle 45. Last play of the third quarter, Starr keeps the Packers moving as he connects with Gary Knoppel on the Eagle 32. With only 15 minutes remaining, Philadelphia leads Green Bay 10-6. As the fourth quarter opens, Tom Moore hits straight ahead, then breaks outside. Tom refuses to go down until he's gained 12 yards and a first down at the Eagle 22. Taylor rips through the middle for 4 yards. Bednarik leads the tacklers, and it's 2nd and 6 on the 18. Let's X-ray a Packer play in slow motion. Tom Moore follows Jerry Kramer, number 64, around left end. Watch Eagle linebacker Maxie Bond roll off Kramer's block and hit into Moore. Tom gets 8 yards on the play, and it's 1st and goal from the 10. Jim Taylor is hit at the line of scrimmage by Don Burrows, but Taylor uses his brute strength to pick up 3 yards. Burrows is badly shaken up on the play. On second down, Bart Starr fires to Max McGee, slanting into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Hornung adds the conversion, and the Packers take the lead 13-10 with 9 minutes remaining in the game. Paul Hornung kicks off for Green Bay. Ted Dean takes it on the 2. The Eagles clear an alley for Ted up the left side. Tim Brown, number 22, leads the way for Dean. Willie Wood finally pushes Dean out of bounds on the Packer 39, a 59-yard return. A holding penalty against the Packers moves the ball 5 yards closer. Van Brocklin gives to Dean on the draw play, and Ted fights to the Packer 26. Billy Ray Barnes starts to the outside, then cuts inside and scrambles for first down at the 20. Van Brocklin drops back to pass, but blitzing linebacker Ray Nitschke leads a barrage on the Eagle quarterback. It's 2nd down and 17 from the 27. The Packers continue their violent rush, but Van Brocklin flips a quickie to Billy Barnes. Billy gets 13 yards to the Green Bay 14. It's 3rd down and 3 to go. Billy Barnes gets the call on a slant over the middle. Barnes gets 5 yards in all, and it's 1st and goal. Eagles from the 9. Ted Dean lowers his head and hits with the force of a battering ram. It takes 4 Packers to stop Ted on the 5-yard line. Vince Lombardi doesn't like the looks of things from the Green Bay bench. Ted Dean is red hot, and Van Brocklin knows it. Norm sends the rookie on a sweep around left end. Jerry Huth throws the key block, and Dean drives in for the score. Let's look at the touchdown through our ground camera. Dean's blazing speed gets him outside in a hurry, and Huth's block helps Dean dive into pay dirt. The Philadelphia fans give Dean, a hometown boy, a standing ovation as he returns to the huddle. Bobby Wilson adds the point, and it's 17-13 Eagles. Ted Dean kicks off for Philadelphia. John Symank has it on the 5. The 4-year veteran from Florida heads upfield and returns 25 yards before Joe Robb makes the tackle for Philadelphia. Starr flips a quick pitch to Tom Moore. Tom gets a good block from Bob Skoronski and battles for yardage along the sideline. Moore gets 5, and it's 2nd and 5. Taylor runs the delayed trap play up the middle and drives for 4 yards before he's gang tackled by 4 Eagles. It's 3rd down and a short yard to go on the Packer 39. Taylor crashes into the mass of bodies while the Eagles try to thrust him back. Referee Ron Gibbs calls for a measurement. Packer center Jim Ringo watches anxiously as the chain is pulled taut, and Ron Gibbs signals 1st down, Green Bay. The Packers appear on their way. Starr drops back and hits Max McGee over the middle. Brookshire makes the tackle, and the ball gets away from McGee. Chuck Bednarik comes up with a pigskin for the Eagles on their 48. Again, Bednarik makes a crucial play for the Birds. Ted Dean finds the going rough at left tackle as he fights for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 from the Packer 49. Billy Barnes follows hard-hitting Jerry Huth up the middle for 6 big yards, and it's 3rd and 1 from the Packer 43. Ted Dean goes for the big yard, but he runs smack into Dan Curry. Curry holds Dean for no gain. It's 4th down coming up on the 43. Van Brocklin punts on 4th down. Willie Wood takes it on the 9 and gets only to the 12 before the Eagles haul him down. Philadelphia's punt coverage has been superb all afternoon. In the shadow of his own goalpost, Starr passes to Moore on the swing play. Tom battles for 5 yards to the 17. Moore crashes off right tackle, but big number 60 Bednarik fights off a block to hold Moore for 3 yards. It's 3rd and 2 from the 20. Starr takes to the air lanes. Bart drops back and sends a bullet over the middle intended for Knoppel. The pass is incomplete, and the Packers are in real trouble now, for it's 4th and 2. Coach Lombardi elects to punt and hopes for a break. Max McGee back to punt for the Packers. A low kick hits on the Eagle 45 and takes a good bounce. Eagle safety man Tim Brown lets it go, and the ball rolls to the Eagle 20. The weary Eagles on the bench hope their offense can run out the clock. Ted Dean races wide around left end and turns upfield for 5 precious yards. Van Brocklin again gives off to Dean, who appears stopped, but spins off for 4 yards to the 34. It's 3rd and 1. Billy Barnes barrels at left tackle, but it's just like a brick wall, and the Packers refuse to budge. It's 4th and 1 on the Eagle 34. Van Brocklin is back to punt with less than 3 minutes remaining. The high punt is taken by Lou Carpenter. Lou is hit hard by Gene Gossage at the Packer 35. It's now or never for Bart Starr and the Green Bay Packers. Starr drops back looking for a receiver. He has to go to his swingman Taylor as his deep receivers are covered. The play gains 5 yards and stops the clock. 2nd and 5 at the Packer 40. Starr again drops back to pass. Bart throws a short pass to Tom Moore. Moore gets 4 yards but doesn't make it to the sideline, and the clock keeps running. It's 3rd down and a yard to go. Starr gives off to workhorse Jim Taylor. Jim goes outside and gets his 1st down with a 9-yard pickup. Taylor goes out of bounds to stop the clock with a little more than a minute remaining. We move close to the action as Starr hurls over the middle to Gary Knoppel. Gary completes the 17-yard play that gives the Green Bay Packers a 1st down on the Eagle 30-yard line. Now less than a minute remains as Starr goes for the distance. Jim Carr and Don Burrows have Boyd Dowler covered like a blanket, and the pass goes incomplete. 2nd down from the 30. Packer linemen block viciously as Starr fades to pass. Bart fires a bullet to Gary Knoppel, and the Packers are on the Eagle 22 with 8 seconds remaining. Bart Starr has just one more chance. He throws a short pass to Jim Taylor. Taylor brings the crowd to its feet as he nearly gets loose, but Chuck Bednarik grabs him on the 10, and that's the end of the line. The Philadelphia Eagles have won the World Championship of Professional Football with the same come-from-behind heroics that earned them their conference title. The Birds outlast the rugged Packers in one of the hardest-fought contests ever witnessed. A bruising battle from start to finish reaps glory for both squads, but the joy of victory goes to the Eagles. A team that has overcome insurmountable odds all season, the Philadelphia Eagles are truly a team of desire. The game's Outstanding Player Award goes to Norm Van Brocklin, who is retiring as an active player after today's game. As the curtain falls on the 1960 National League season, the greatest in the history of the league, the Philadelphia Eagles wear their crown with the pride of a job well done.